Hey everybody, just going to show you a couple knife cuts here, how to clean an onion, and then I'm going to show you small, medium, and large dice. I'm going to show you a Julienne, and I'm going to show you a Batton cut. So anyway, just want to show you basic knife skills that you can do. And I suggest practice, practice, practice if you really want to get good. So here's your onion. The first thing I do is just cut the top off of it. Make a little cut, not cutting too much into the meat. And then you have the root end. I'm not going to cut too much off, just get the little bit of the roots off of it. And then you're going to peel the outside layers off. Now it's not always going to come off easily. Sometimes it'll take a little bit more time to cut through it. So just use another knife here, catch the end of it. So I'm going to just cut through the outer layer and peel that off as well. See if I can get through this onion. Like I said, some onions are tough and some are really easy. Just going to pull it off. I would save that and use it in my stock. I'm going to make a vegetable stock for my spring onion soup. So I'm going to take some of this leftover peel there that has the skin on it. But anyway, this is what you want to do, and then you want to pull this membrane off because it makes it harder to cut and your knife will often slip on that. So now we have our onions cleaned, peeled, ready to cut. I'm going to show you first a small and medium dice for an onion. So this is the stem end and this is the root end. Or I'm sorry, the root end, and this is the stem end right here. So I'm just going to start slicing down and across. You can almost see in the onion, you can kind of see in this one in particular, you can see the lines going there. So you can kind of use that as a guide. So I'm going to cut a larger dice right now. I'm just going to make these all the way across, trying to make equal sizes. And then I'm going to take it and turn it the opposite direction, and then I'm going to make my horizontal cuts here and right here. Okay. And then we're going to come down and cut. Come down, cut. Come down and cut. Come down, cut. Okay. And this is a large, you might call this a medium, I call it a larger dice. Okay. So that's one. Really depends upon what you're going to make with it. Next, I'll do a medium dice. For me, this is a medium right here. So again, it's about half the size of the larger dice. These are some strong onions today. Blinding me here, crying like a little baby. And so then we make our horizontal cut. Whew. These are some good, strong onions. So again, trying to make like a little bigger than 1/4 of an inch cut. And that's really it. That's a very, very simple way of making a diced onion. Again, this is great for mirepoix. This is great for making rice pilaf, risotto, doesn't matter. So next, we're going to take our onion. I will save this part, of course. I'll put that as my mirepoix for my roast. I might use that in my soup. It really depends upon what you're going to cook. So here again, onion root end. This is the top. I'm going to split that in half, just like that. So now you have a nice half onion. Next, I'm going to show you a small dice. Same process, just make a thinner cut. I mean, this is definitely under 1/4 of an inch or close to 1/4 of an inch. Really want to try to go as deep as you can, and you want to get close to the root end so you're not wasting too much. Again, your horizontal cuts. And then you want to kind of hold it all back together here. And pushing down and away, down and away, down, away, down and away. Okay, so there's the 3 different cuts. Small, medium, and large dice. Okay, next we're going to go on and do a Julienne cut, a Julienne. Okay, so same process. I'm going to just pull another outer layer here because it's a little bit bruised up. Same thing, you want to start the root end away from you. I think that's the easiest way. Always have the root away and the top towards you. And then we're just going to make long, thin slices. That's it, going down and away, down and away. So now you're going to have a nice Julienne. This is great for salads, stuff like that. Anything maybe raw, or if you're going to make caramelized onions, you know. It's a really nice cut here. Want it to be about, it's supposed to be like represent a matchstick. Okay, size of like a match, like a box of wooden matches. And I have all these onions because I'm getting ready to make a whole bunch of lasagna for Lasagna Love, where we have to deliver 145 lasagnas. So I'm going to make probably about 8 to 10 lasagnas, and then I'm going to ship those out. And next we're going to cut again down and away. Got your nice half, root end always away. Here is a Batton. Batton is just like a Julienne, but a little bit wider. Okay. So you can see that. And again, with the onion, it's not going to be a perfect baton. It's really a slice, but it is the width, a much wider cut. Okay, that's all it is. So if I were making peppers and onions or peppers and sausage, this is probably how I would do my onions. Okay. So I just want to show you that real quickly. Couple different knife cuts, basic, simple, easy knife cuts you can do. So there's many different ways of cleaning an onion. I mean, I see some people show cut it, you know, cut the root end off like this, and then cut the top off, and then split it in half like this and peel it. I mean, really, whatever you find the easiest way to do it. It's not really a right way or wrong way. As long as you get the same product and get the same yields. Probably pops off a little bit easier. I mean, I do it, you know, the way I was trained to do it, so it's up to you. Find your way, find your best way to do it, and do that, you know. That's what it's all about. Figuring out how to do something that works for you and works well. All right? So, next, after that, so again, peeled onion, you want to make sure there's no membrane slipping on top, sitting on top of it, and that's it. So you could cut this way too. You could do your, like my chef knife for this. You could also cut this way for your, instead of going across, but it's going to give you a different shape. You're going to get more of a half circle, semicircle cut there for your onions. This I would use more for pickling or something like that. Again, would be a great cut for salads. Whatever, you're doing a vegetable dish, a nice vegetarian dish. Might like to do it like that. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for joining. Cutting 101 Basic Cuts.